Welcome here to Mason Arena. I'm Savannah Libby alongside my partner Will Buckaloo. How you doing tonight, Will?
I am doing good. I'm ready to just go out here and just watch a great game of basketball.
You know, I'm excited for some good action that we're going to see tonight. We have, number 4 and 5 in the GMC with the Comets, standing at number 4 right now. 12-6 on the season, 6-6 in the GMC. Lakota East, 5th in the GMC right now, 8-9 on their season, just coming off of another loss on Friday night, lost 51-47 against Fairfield. Fairfield currently 1st in the GMC, hanging on there. Had a few close games. Mason had a close game a few weeks ago with Fairfield. So, excited for this matchup tonight.
Yeah, and Trey Perry in that game at 24 points. The Comets are going to have to do something to stop him and slow him down, even though they pulled out that win. And it's going to be interesting to see how they go.
It's going to be tipped right out of bounds. Be a jump ball. It's going to be a re-tip. A little bit too strong there from Jack Olam.
Yeah, sometimes those muscles just are too big.
Hanley's going to fight for that one and pass it up to Manker. Comets trying to wait to get some of that motion inside. Ross has it.
Yeah, and Perry is up in DeBras's grill. He is not giving him an inch of space.
Maker is going to pass it out to Olam. He's going to try to drive in. We'll pass it to DeBras for 3. It's going to be good. Comets put there.
And that is representative of how this last matchup went last time. Both teams were above 50% from the three-point line. It's going to be very interesting to see how both teams are going to respond to that three ball.
Exactly. Going to have some tight defense here from the Comets.
And you can see right away they're trying to respond to that three ball. Mason's running a 3-2, trying to get out on that three-point line and not give them any room out there.
Great. For another 3. 6 points already for him, and we're just barely starting this game.
Yeah, he is cooking off the rip, and you can see Mason going back to this. This is actually 1-3-1.
Gonna look inside there. Jackson's gonna get fouled going up, send himself to the line.
This first, the team's first. Jackson to shoot 2.
And Lakota, a very good free throw shooting team, shooting 83% from the line as a team average.
Yeah, Jackson himself shooting 79.3%, from the line. Just another person who just really adds to this Thunderhawk scoring. And offensive aggressiveness.
Oh, and a miscue by DeBras there gives it right to Perry, and he just makes the tough layup. What a shot by Trey Perry there.
Perry, just an instrumental player here for Lakota East. Averages 18.1 points per game, 3.2 assists, doing extremely well for himself.
Yeah, and I mean, he's their X factor. They're going to try to just get him going this game, get him the ball, because he gives them the best chance to win, and that's plain and simple. That's all you can do. And a travel here on Olam.
There. Jack Olam. Gonna have Mitchell taking it out. He's gonna pass it in there to Powell.
And Mason converting back to man defense here. Jack Olam is in Trey Perry's face right now. It's going to be a
I
foul.
think we'll be seeing a lot of that this game, Will, especially with how close these teams are in the GMC. I think they both teams just have recognized that this is going to be an aggressive matchup.
Yeah,
A lot of very tight defense, can't really afford to let their shooters get the ball, so it doesn't surprise me one bit.
And Mitchell just misses that layup there. Perry gets it back, though. That doesn't go for him. Up to Olam, and Olam's going to take this up here. Over to Hanley. To DeBras, who is cooking. Already have 6 points, 2 threes on the game. Down to Olam.
Looking there to Golan. Trying to get inside. Was looking for DeBras. Found him. That was going to go out of bounds.
And in a game that's probably going to be a very close game, similar to last time, you can't have turnovers. You cannot have turnovers. Those small mistakes are going to cost you a game.
Exactly. Gonna have Powell bring it up here. Gonna get tips there by Ben Golan. He'll go in. That'll get blocked. A real fight for the ball. It's gonna stay Thunderhawk possession, but.
And I mean, a great block by Powell there. Ben Golan is a 6'4" forward. He is not going to miss many of those, and he is not going to let you block many of those.
You know, Golan, even if he does the block, that doesn't deter him. On the season, he's averaging 8.5 rebounds and 14.5 points per game. You know, leading scorer for the Comets here, and most of those points come from the block. So he's a real threat for them to have to contain. Gonna drive inside. It's gonna be no good. Hanley's going to come up with the ball.
And there we can see that tough defense from Golan, not letting him get that bucket down low.
Golan going to try for it. Going to pass it to the corner for 3 from Greer. That's going to be good. 9 points on the boards tonight from the Comets. All of them have come from threes. 2 from Matt DeBras, now 1 from Braden Greer. So looking to me, you know, we have a 4:02 left in the first quarter, so have plenty of time.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if East is going to come out and block that and guard that three-point line a little more heavy with them already having 3 threes.
Exactly.
And Mitchell gets fouled on that 3 ball right there by Jake Hanley. Going to be 3 free throws.
This first, the team's third.
It's going to be Mitchell on the line. You know, Mitchell committed to Taylor University to continue his basketball career.
Yeah, and he is a great free throw shooter for this team, shooting 96% from the free throw line. You don't want to foul him a whole lot.
Sink that one in. 3:48 left on the clock here in the first quarter. Comets currently sitting with 3 fouls. Not exactly ideal with this early into the game, but definitely manageable.
Yeah, and like I said, this team has a great free throw percentage. You do not want to get in foul trouble against them, and that's just how they're going to get easy points. Jack Olam taking up the ball here. Greer over to DeBras. They get 2 man on him. Out to Hanley. His doesn't go. Back to Greer down low.
Greer's trying for a
The
nice little
putback.
move.
And
A lot of loose balls tonight, Will. You know, that's the second time in maybe the past minute that we've seen a possession where it got tips, goes down to the other end of the court. Completely just a fight for that ball. It's really just who wants it more at this point.
yeah, and second chance points are very big in close games like we expect this to be. So it's going to be, Mason's going to want those back, but you know, you just have to move forward and get them next time. Trying to get Perry open here. Out to Jackson, and his does not go. Olam with the rebound. Olam picking the pace up here. Out to Greer. Back to Golan.
Looking to the corner. Gonna go back to DeBras. DeBras facing a lot of pressure, not gonna be able to finish on that possession. Looking to the corner for 3 from Jackson. It's going to be good. Extremely close matchup. A lot of back and forth here. Comets been really struggling because of the tight defense from Lakota East on that 3-point line, where not majority, all of their points have come from tonight. So have to really just try to work around that.
Almost a good hustle play by Olam there, but just didn't get it. It's going to be out on the Comets, and it's going to be the Thunderhawks ball.
Mitchell's going to be taking this out. He's going to pass it into Powell. Yet again, taking it up. Acting as point for the Thunderhawks.
And Mason has already made a few substitutions here, putting in Kirkland and Greer. Maybe a little bit more athleticism to get out on them on that 3-point line.
I think it's more of the aggressiveness. Luke Kirkland on this team has, this season had pretty consistent performances just as far as rebounding and going after loose balls, and just overall just being an incredibly aggressive player, offensively and defensively. And, considering the pace that this game will most likely continue with and has been going so far, where a lot of it's going to depend on those loose balls and just making sure you're gaining possession, doesn't surprise me too much that Kirkland's in the game.
And there he is right there with the ball.
Gonna try to look inside. Gets shut down. Manker will take it. Gonna try for a quick jumper. Gonna come just off the front iron.
Perry trying to push the pace here. Passes it out to Mitchell, and he hits it. Julian Mitchell puts the Thunderhawks up 14-9. 1 minute left in the first quarter.
Manker's just waiting for a good opportunity. Olam's going to get it. He's going to try to drive inside. That'll get tipped. Back to the top. Waiting for some more movement. Hanley's going to take it. It's going to get stolen there by Perry. Going to try to go coast to coast. He'll get fouled and send himself to the line. Not a great person to send to the line. Averages 74.1% from the line. A key player, as we have mentioned throughout this game, Will, just offensively for the Thunderhawks.
Yeah, and he's been very aggressive trying to get those buckets, trying to draw those fouls, and it's been working so far with his team up 15-9 right now, almost the end of the first.
Exactly. 31.3 seconds left here in the first quarter. Comets down by 6. Most of the points so far tonight most of the momentum shifts so far tonight have come from that foul line. Just after the Comps had some pretty unfortunately timed fouls, like the one we just saw. But that was pretty unavoidable.
Yeah, when you're in a fast break like that, your coach will tell you to take a foul like that. Don't give him it easy. As DeBras hits a hard layup right there. That's the Comets' first non-3-point shot that went in. So, good sign for them that they can hopefully get the ball going in the paint area.
He's going to get some style points for that one as well. Going to pass it up top here, looking to Mitchell for 3. It's going to be no good. And that'll take us to the end of the first quarter. Thunderhawks lead 16-11. We'll be back after a short break. Welcome back. Here is some second quarter action. Comets currently trail by 5 against the Lakota East Thunderhawks. It's been a pretty interesting first quarter. You want to give us a little bit of a recap there, Will?
Yeah, I mean, the Thunderbirds went down early in that first quarter, but they battled back to take a 5-point lead at the end of that quarter. And we're going to see how the Comets respond here. And they already got a nice quick bucket there. And Golan goes to the hole, doesn't get it.
Perry in the corner there from Perry. It's going to be no good. Golan will come up with it. He's going to look to Kelling. DeBras is going to try to look inside there. Golan going to try for a move himself. Not going to be able to capitalize on that possession.
Yeah, and Golan cannot get anything going right now. It's already 3 missed layups down below there. You won't see that a whole lot. And Mason's going to need to get him going, him being the leading scorer on the season right now.
Exactly. I mean, with the aggressive defense that Lakota East is showing right now, it's going to be interesting to see how that pans out and how his play this game pans out while he's being constantly shut down there from the block.
Smyers gets that to go over the big Golan.
Gonna look there to Greer, looking inside to Kelling. Nice backdoor cut there around the entire back of the Lakota East defense.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened to Lakota East there on that play. Kelling was just wide open. There was not a man that was even a mile within him.
You know, I'm not sure if that was probably a planned play there for the Comets. You know, loading heavy on that right side so you can have the lane open for a nice backdoor cut. Or maybe it was just a great read off of Alex Kelling. Either way, that's just another example of what, you know, I'm sure is emphasized on the boys' team as well as it is on the girls' team, the difference between running a play and being a player.
Yeah.
That was just him being a player there.
Yep. The Thunderhawks are up by 8 right now. 6 minutes left to go in the first half. Going to see how the Comets are going to respond to this deficit. And they're going back to that 1-3-1 that they had at the start of the game, trying to guard that 3-point line. And you can see we talked about Kirkland's aggressiveness at the beginning of this as Jackson hits a nice layup. They're putting Kirkland up there at the front of that 1-3-1 and trying to use his aggressiveness to their advantage.
Exactly. Greer's going to take this one. Going to look up to DeBras. He'll look inside to Hanley. Not going to be able to finish on that. Going to take a little bit of a basket with him. Comets going to regain possession. Greer's going to drive inside, draw a foul there. It's going to be on Derek Jackson. First foul of the night for him and first foul of the night for the Lakota East Thunderhawks.
Yeah, they've played a very sound game. Like you said, that's their first foul of the game, and a big part of teams when you're up to not give up leads is to not foul, not give them those free points.
Not going to be able to capitalize on that first one. Will on that second. Comets only trail by 9 points at the moment. Still not a whole lot. You know, definitely something you could come back from.
Yeah, and you can see they're just switching it up between the 1-3-1 and man now, trying just to keep them on their toes. They don't know what they're going to get every single time they go down the floor, and that's what you need to do as a team that's down by 9 points right now.
It's like East is running offense that focuses mainly on trying to get to the lane. Manker will come down with that rebound, going to look up court to Olam. Ended up being tipped off of Powell's hand. Will stay calm in possession. 4:34 left here in this second quarter. Manker's gonna take it. Comets looking to get some off-ball movement. Gonna get a turnover by Manker.
Another tough bucket by Perry. He is getting aggressive so far. Comets are going to try to push and respond. Hanley gets blocked by Jackson, though. It's going to be off of him, though. Comets ball, 4:13 left in the half.
Olam's going to be taking it out here for the Comets. Going to look into Hanley. Hanley is going to be able to finish on that.
And right there, he just used his frame, boxed him down, and just went right up for that layup. Nothing cute about that. Just went right for it and got it.
Mitchell has it. He's going to look to Powell. Back to Mitchell for three. Like he got fouled on that. Not going to get a call there. Golan.
Yeah, and that would have been another three-point foul for them, for the Comets on Mitchell. Golan trying to get going here. And you can see Olam trying to get him the ball, but he's just not been having it tonight.
DeBras is going to take it. We got blocked there after going around quite a few defenders. Will stay Lakota East possession, as did finish off of his hand.
Yeah, he tried to get another acrobatic layup there, but East said no, not this time.
Powell's going to take it. We'll look to the corner. Try to just be patient here. What? Going to go up to Perry. Smith's going to have it. Back to Perry. Perry trying to get something here. We'll pull up for a jumper. Not going to be able to make that. DeBras will come down with the rebound. Going to look back to DeBras. Over to Golan. Golan's going to try to look inside. Look cross court to Manker for three. It's going to be no good. Mitchell will have it. Looking to Powell. Back to Jackson.
Timeout for an injured player. That is Mitchell on the floor. I don't know exactly what is wrong. It looks like his arm.
Looks like something in his abdomen.
Yeah. I didn't see what happened there, but he looks to have gotten a little bit of a stinger there. He says he's fine, though. He's staying out there.
It's like he probably just got the breath knocked out of him.
He's going to tough it out for the Thunderhawks here in the last 2 minutes of the half. Up 9 right now against the Comets, and this is a win that the Thunderhawks really need to improve their position in the GMC right now.
Inside. Mitchell's going to have it. Just waiting on the pass they want. Trying to give it some time. Mitchell yet again. Trying to just get some time off the clock now. Gonna look inside. Mitchell's gonna be able to finish on that possession. A nice little move through the lane for himself.
And that injury did not look to face him there. He just went right to the hole.
Exactly. Smith's gonna take it, do a spin move. It's going to get blocked by Sulik, but Thunderhawks will still be able to finish. Comets trail by 13 right now, with 1:13 left on the clock. You know, an interesting position the Comets see themselves in after having that lead early into the first quarter, now trailing by 13. You know, well, what would be some of the key things for the Comets to focus on moving in to the rest of this quarter after the timeout?
You know, I think you really just need to try to pick up the pace here. I think you maybe try to run a press after hopefully the Comets score here, and I think you just try to create turnovers, make them make mistakes, and just try to score as many as you can to put yourself in a position to make a nice comeback here in the second half.
Exactly. Looks like we have the pep band with us today. Pep band looks more full than the student section, but still have a pretty decent turnout for a Tuesday night basketball game.
Yeah, it looks like it's the neon theme today. Everybody's got their neon shirts on.
Manker's going to take it. Trying to look over to Greer. Not going to have it. Hope it's stuck. Back to DeBross up top. Trying to look to see what's open. Manker will take it. Some tight defense by Perry, and he is going to get that with a nice little spin move to the basket.
And that drops the lead down to 11 points. Final 40 seconds left in the game here. Lakota East is just going to try to slow this down and get it to halftime. They know they've played a very solid first half.
And over to Jackson. Jackson going to look up top there to Powell. Doing a nice pick and roll and getting the foul. But still no call. Smith's going to finish there by the basket. Greer's going to try for three.
One second on the clock. He chucks it up, and it is no good.
In the second quarter, your score, Comets 18, Thunderhawks 31.
Taking a look yet again at our student section, that neon theme tonight. Fairly good turnout. You know, Comets currently trail 18-31. We'll be back with some second half action after the half. Welcome back here to some second half action. I'm Savannah Libby alongside my partner, Will Buckaloo. It's a little bit of a recap of that first half. You know, Comets had a lead there in the first quarter, lost it pretty soon thereafter, still in the first quarter. You know, Lakota East had the momentum in the entire second quarter. Now we're at the third. Comets trail 18-31, so not too big of a point differential. Definitely could come back, but we're going to have to see definitely a change in momentum here.
Yes, Jackson over here trying to get something to go. Over to Mitchell, who has 9 points already, a 3 and those free throws off that three-pointer. Jackson almost gets it, going to be fouled there by Golan. 2 free throws on the way for Jackson. And we saw Mason there get into some foul trouble a little bit early in that first quarter. They're going to try to avoid that, but already one here early in the second half.
It's going to be Golan's second foul of the night. You know, I think we were talking earlier about this in the game, Will, but Mason's leading scorer on their season and just overall is Ben Golan, and they've managed to completely shut him down tonight. Hasn't made his mark on the board yet. You know, I think the Comets are hopeful to see that change, but especially considering most of his points have had a tendency to come from the block, and that hasn't been an area that there's been much availability aside from, you know, backdoor cuts like you just saw there from Olam.
Yeah, great back cut right there. Great assist by Golan. Just trying to get the ball down low, which they were not able to do very well in that first half, as Trey Perry at the top of the key, going to pass it over to Powell. Back to Perry, almost gets stolen by Olam. Perry driving to the lane, does not get anything going. The crowd wants to travel. Back down to Powell, down to Perry at the bottom. Tough layup, does not make it over Manker though. Does get fouled though. That's going to be another 2 free throws. Already 2 fouls in the first minute and 10 seconds of this game, of this half for the Comets.
Doesn't bode well for the rest of this quarter and for the rest of the second half, knowing that barely a minute in, already 2 fouls. As you were saying, Will, especially with, you know, the high percentage we have from every player on the court, from Lakota East, from the line, and, you know, that has really just been instrumental in some of the momentum shifts we've seen tonight. Is just the Comets got into foul trouble, sent Lakota East to the line, and East has gotten most of their points from there.
Yeah, as Olam gets fouled there by Mitchell. Mitchell getting up a little wobbly again. Looks to be okay though. It's going to be an inbound, not free throws. Olam's going to take it out. That's going to be off of Smith. Comets ball still. Throws it up to Golan. Golan backing down Powell. Gets the offensive rebound, and he makes that. There's Golan's first points on the game, backing down Powell, and that's what you like to see if you're a Comets fan right now. Get Golan going, your best scorer right now. Perry from the corner gets blocked by Olam, and they're trying to push the ball up right now. Banker bringing it up, passing it out to DeBras, down to Golan. Trying to back down again on Jackson. He gets it, almost hits the and one, but that's going to be 2 free throws for Golan. Foul on Jackson. And the Thunderhawks up to 2 fouls now.
It's going to be a pretty aggressive second half from what we've seen so far. And, you know, now to factor in, Ben Golan is starting to make himself a little bit of a presence here, trying to get points from his from the blocks and trying to really just work around the aggressiveness that Lakota East has shown tonight. You know, I'm not sure what Coach Tui said there in the locker room, but whatever it is, it's working so far for Golan and just trying to get his head right.
And that's going to be another foul on Lakota East. And Jake Hanley. And the Comets going to have the ball inbounding again. Right back to Golan. Give it to the hot hand. Goes up. Does not get the layup though. Rebound by Trey Perry. Trey Perry's going to push it up the court. Giving it to Mitchell. Mitchell for 3. He hits it. 12 points for Mitchell in this game already. 2 threes. And the Comets have to take a timeout here. Down 15 left with a little under 6 minutes left in the game.
You know, right now, some of the key things for Lakota East to focus on is just trying to get back the momentum. It almost seems like it's shifting a little bit. It seemed like it was pretty heavily east there for a minute. Now seems shifting more towards middle, almost towards the Comets. A lot of back and forth we've seen so far within the second half. You know, only about 2 minutes into this second half, not quite.
Yeah, but we can see that the Comets are trying to get Golan going, right? Getting him the ball there, him getting 4 points already in this second half. The Comets are just going to take a timeout here to try to gather themselves after that Mitchell 3 and just come back, get that momentum, like you were saying, back on their side.
Exactly. You know, coming with the Comets renewing themselves into this second half. Last year they were a bit more of a first half team. This year I say that has changed. You know, under the leadership and coaching of Coach Adam Tui, you know, really just puts a lot of emphasis on finishing, especially in that fourth quarter. It's where a lot of the battles that they've won this year have come from.
Yeah, and that's a great sign for the future of this program, too, having a coach that has the respect of the players and can lead them when they're down like this. As Manker gets, and that's going to be a foul on East. Going to be the Comets' ball here. Already the fourth foul on East. So they're going to be in 1-and-1 very soon. Olam inbounding to DeBras, who already had those 2 3-pointers, does not hit this one though. Back to Olam, he goes up. His does not go, but that is going to be a foul on Lakota East. 2 free throws for Jack Olam.
It's going to send Jack Olam to the line. No, not exactly a great position here for Lakota East to be in. I mean, only 2 fouls away from the bonus now and from pushing the Comets into the bonus. 5:32 left on the clock here in this third quarter.
Yeah, when you're... Oh, what's going on here? Somebody... Oh, there's a sub. They're subbing Kirkland. Yeah, but when you're in foul trouble and you're a team that's up, you know that the other team's going to be playing aggressive. So Lakota East, you know, they're not going to try to foul, but that's very good news for the Comets. Because they were already going to be playing aggressive. Now they can just get paid for it in free throws.
Exactly. At the top. They have to be very careful now with their positions on defense. You know, they didn't really have to have that much specificity with, you know, their movements exactly, because they weren't in as bad of foul trouble within the first half. So definitely going to be a key thing for this Thunderhawks team to focus on.
Yeah. Powell gives it to Jackson, right back to Powell. Powell driving in, does not have it. Or that's Smith, correct. Smith trying to get it to Perry, does not get it. Does get it to Perry. Great pass down there, not finished by Mitchell, but he gets it on the second try. And that is Mitchell already at 14 points right now and has just been lighting up the Comets right now. Great pass by Trey Perry, too, as we're going to see Jake Hanley here over to Golan. DeBras already had those 2 3-pointers. Back down to Golan. Golan wide open for the bucket here. And that gives them that drops the lead now to 12 points. Thunderhawks leading 39-27. Down to Perry. Perry does not get the floater. Pushing it up with DeBras now. 2v3. He's going to slow it down here. Give it back out to Olam. Olam down to Kirkland. Looking for them. And that's going to be out of bounds. Lakota East ball. Now, Savannah, when you're a team up right now by 12 points with 4 minutes left in the game, what are you trying to do to hold that lead, to stop and slow down the Comets from the momentum that they gained so far?
You know, I think a lot of that is just shutting down shutting down either Mason's key players. They've done a great job tonight of shutting down Ben Golan. I think if they can continue to do that for the rest of this quarter, they have a pretty good shot at keeping that lead, as well as some of the other key players, and just continuing to be aggressive on the boards. The battle of the boards could win them this game.
Yeah, and we've seen a lot of second chance points go to the Comets' way. One there just the other time by Ben Golan. And he's going to get that out there to Ty Simers. Going to be a foul on Kirkland.
Comets going to pick up their 4th foul of the night. It's going to be on Luke Kirkland, his first, with only 3:41 left here in the 3rd quarter.
Giving back to the hot hand here, Mitchell. Mitchell's going to drive it down on Hanley, over to Meadows, and he gets it. It's going to be a foul on Jake Hanley, shooting 2. Misses the first. Goes 1 for 2 there, puts the Thunderbirds up by 13 points here with 3:30 left in the 3rd quarter. The Comets trying to push the pace here with Menker, giving it to Greer, over to Kelling. The Thunderbirds playing very tight defense right now, not letting them get anything down low. Kelling.
Comets really just trying to wait, only want to get the points that are open, trying not to force anything right now.
And that is a big mistake right there by Greer, throwing that ball out. Kirkland was wide open in the corner. But, you know, small mistakes like that you just can't have when you're down 13 points. The Comets are going to hope to get that next time, because they cannot get that one back.
Definitely could try to make up for that on this possession here.
Mitchell to Powell. Powell driving. And it's going to be an offensive foul on Powell. Great defense by Kelling to take that. And that's just a heads-up play right there to put yourself in the position to receive the offensive foul dealt there. Heads-up play, and you know, something that you need, and something that is definitely not coachable. You just have to have that grit and that knowledge to take that foul. Golan in the corner, going to see if he wants to back him down. He does not. Passes it down to Manker on the block. Manker has Greer wide open in the corner. He's going to shoot it. And he hits it. Brings the Comets to within 10 points right now. And that is just what the Comets needed. A big three-pointer to bring them within 10. Going to be another foul, though, on that end by Greer.
You know, Thunderhawks, after that foul, not sitting in an excellent position. 2:07 left here in the 3rd quarter.
Another foul by Greer also. And both teams in deep foul trouble right now. The Comets with 7, giving them the 1-1, and the Thunderhawks with 6. If this game is going to come down to the wire, there will be a lot of free throws shot.
Yeah, exactly, Will. Perry, also not an excellent person to put on the line here, with his average being 74.1% there. You know, 2:06 left in this 3rd quarter. Comets only trail by 10 now. It's the shortest lead we've seen yet tonight, aside from that 1st quarter.
Yeah, and you can see the Thunderhawks are trying to press here, just trying to waste time on the clock, but Manko just breaks that easily. Dribbles right up the court. Kelling to Golan. With Jackson playing tight defense there. Hanley to Greer to Kelling for the three. Contested, did not go. And that's going to be out on the Comets. The Thunderhawks ball. And the Comets here look like they're going to press up. Oh, wait, no. It's the Comet. No, yeah, the Comets are going to press up here. Yeah, the Comets are going to try to press up here and try to just force a turnover right here. And they do! Hanley gets the ball. And they're going to just slow it down here and try to make sure they score here to try to get this to a one single-digit game. Greer driving. 2 men on him. Does not get it. It's going to be a foul on the Thunderhawks, putting Greer on the line.
It's an excellent foul for him to be able to pick up there, because not only does he send himself to the line, but he puts his teammates in a great position, considering that foul from the Thunderhawks just sent the Comets into the bonus. Only 1:33 left in the clock here in the third period. A good position for Braden Greer to be able to help put his teammates into, and he's going to sink that first one.
Yep, and he's going to try to put this game into a single-digit game right now if he can hit this last free throw. And he doesn't, but it's rebounded by Golan. Going, taking it right to the hole. He hits a tough layup over Powell. Great shot. The Comets are pushing up. Pressing again. DeBras doesn't get it. Passing it down to Trey Perry over to Powell. Powell's going to take it up. And that's going to be a foul on Golan. Benny Powell at the line to shoot 2 right now.
Only his first of the night, with the team's 8th so far for the Comets. Powell's going to sink that first one. Comets only trail by 9. 1:17 left here in this third quarter.
And Powell hits them both. Jack Holm trying to run to the ball there. Get this ball out of his hands and going up the court. They've laid back a little bit on the press, still playing up high. Olem taking it down to the hole, and as easy as that, another 2 points on the board for the Comets, drawing it to an 8-point lead right now just for the Thunderhawks.
Starting to get a game here, Will. Only an 8-point lead from the Thunderhawks. I mean, in basketball, that doesn't count for a whole lot. You can easily recover from being down by 8. Just about 45 seconds left in the clock here in the third quarter.
Travel on Mitchell, and that is going to be the Comets ball down 8, like you said, with 43 seconds left in the game. And turnovers were a very big part of the first half. The Comets having 6 and the East only having 1 turnover, so a little bit of the opposite going on right there. As Golan thinks about taking 3, does not. Greer in the corner, back to Golan, gives it down to Olem, who just scored the last one, and he just puts that right over the top. 20 seconds left in this game. The Comets are right back in the Savannah. 5 points left for them to come back.
Comets seem to be
Lakota East. There's 8 seconds
right
left. He goes to Perry, and
wherever they can. Braden Greer is going to pick up a foul there. 1 away from pushing the Thunderhawks into the double bonus. Only 5.9 seconds left here in this third quarter. But I mean, the Comets, again, not really sure what Coach Tui said there during that last timeout, but definitely is working here for the Comets tonight. Kind of put a lot of that much needed energy back into this team, and looks like whatever he said is definitely translated.
Yeah, for sure. Bring him down to a 5-point game here with 5 seconds left in the game. Mitchell pushes that to 6, but 6 seconds left in this third quarter. Very well played quarter by the Comets, just staying disciplined and getting back into this game. As Mitchell hits both, like we said before, very good free throw shooter. 4 seconds left in the game. Olam pushes it, or in the quarter, as Manker goes up, does not hit it, and the Comets will go into the fourth quarter down 8 points. But Savannah, that was a very good quarter. What did the Comets do there to come back from that deficit?
I think they just really got out of their heads and kind of brought that momentum and that energy that was needed that I feel like they were lacking during the first half of that game. They definitely came back a lot more pumped. Golan got into his own a little bit because he didn't score in the entire first half. Definitely brought a lot of much needed energy into this team, into this roster, and we're starting to see, some of those senior leaders step on the court. We're seeing all of them stepping up right now, and Golan, just a tremendous third quarter there for the Comets, and we're back to an 8-point game. We'll be back with some fourth quarter action here in a minute. Welcome here into some fourth quarter action. Comets currently trail by 8 points, but we have a game on our hands.
Yeah, the Comets did a great job there of battling back, just getting their heads down and just scoring. Great leadership, though, by seniors Jack Olam and Ben Golan. As a turnover here, you can feel the momentum shifting towards Mason in the stadium right now. But like I was saying, great leadership by Golan and Olam to bring them back into this game, scoring many points in that third quarter to help them. As Olam once again drives, and he does not barely get the hook. Very close to rebounded by Kelling, out to DeBras, over to Manker. Manker gonna try to get his, driving, does not, decides to back out of it, over to Hanley. DeBras for 3, his doesn't go. Kelling foul, pushing the back on Perry. It's gonna be the Comets ball, and they are in the 1-and-1 right now. Like we were saying earlier, free throws are going to be very important in this game. And we can see it right here in the fourth quarter with the Comets only down 8 and Kelling at the line right now. Hits the first. And Trey Perry has been very silent this game. The Comets have done a very good job of containing him. You have to think that Lakota East is going to try to get their X factor going here as they pass it into him. The Comets doing a great job. That press was broken easily, though, up to Powell. Back to Mitchell. Just a 6-point game right now. Mitchell takes the 3. Does not go. Olam starting to push the pressure up. Out to Kelling. To Manker. Heats his. Does not go. Perry pushing the ball up now. Trying to get his. Nothing's there, though. Passes it back out to Watson or Mitchell. Trying to slow down this game. Perry's 3. No good. And Savannah, this is very unusual to see from a very high percentage shooting Lakota East team, as Manker barely doesn't hit it.
In fact, Manker got fouled there off of that shot. But as you were saying, this is fairly unusual. Comets are playing pretty tight defense. You know, fairly high stakes in this game as far as GMC position.
No, actually, it was a foul on the Comets. That's going to be 2 free throws, I believe, for Jackson. Yeah.
Jackson, one of those shooters, averages 79.3% from the line. But, you know, I think we've been mentioning it all game. Can say it again just because I feel like it's incredibly important. Just that we've seen a lot of the momentum shifts in this game come from the line. You know, look there for a minute like the Comet had the momentum in their favor and, you know, just sent Jackson to the line there. Could be detrimental for...
Yeah, 2 very big points there.
Comet pace.
Brings this game to an 8-point lead, gives them a little bit more of a cushion. The Comets are going to try to respond back, though, with the big bucket here that they really desperately need. Looking for Olam with a mismatch down there on Perry. Does not find him, though. But DeBras at the top of the key here. Out to Golan. Down to DeBras. Doesn't get it. Greer with a look. Takes it. And he hits it. Draws this game again to 6 points. The Comets still pressuring on this press. And that's going to be an open shot from Jackson. Jackson does not hit it. The ball is loose. Jackson gets the ball back again, though, and he gets fouled. It's going to be another 2 free throws for Jackson. And the Comets here, 11 fouls already in this half. And you know Lakota East was going to need somebody to step up this game with Perry not having the best game of his life this game. At least not as good as he was last time against the Comets with that 24-point performance. So Jackson here is stepping up very well, and Mitchell as well with his multiple threes.
Exactly. I mean, Mitchell on their team is their second highest leading scorer. He averages 12.4 points per game and averages 4.8 rebounds per game. So not surprised to see him stepping up tonight when Perry isn't exactly having the highest scoring game in his career, but definitely still have a game on our hands. Comets are only trailing by 8, 5:18 left here in the fourth quarter, so plenty of time left.
Yeah, and we're just going to take a quick break here as the Comets are down 8 points, 5:18 left in the quarter. All right, and we are back with you. The Comets down 8 points right now to the Lakota East Thunderhawks. 5:18 left in the quarter. Comets ball. And both teams in big foul trouble, as we've been saying many times. Comets with 11, the Thunderhawks with 8, as Hanley gets the tough layup over Jackson. Brings this down to a 5-point lead. The Comets, going to be a foul on DeBras there. And that's going to send Perry to the line for 2 free throws.
His second, Trey Perry, will lead the line, shooting 2.
Comets only behind by 6 points right now, going back and forth between that 9 and 6 mark after a lot of free throws. Free throws really are what's leading this Lakota East offense at the moment. Just a bunch of unfortunate fouls here from the Comets.
And a rare miss there from Perry is going to just keep this down to a 7-point game as Olam brings it up. He has been bringing up the ball a lot, just applying that pressure and speeding this offense up. And that's going to be a foul on Lakota East, and it's going to send Jake Hanley to the line. They are still in 1-1 until one more foul, so he needs to hit this first one for them to get any points. And he does just that. And Savannah, this Comets press has been working very well. Lakota East does not look very comfortable in it. Do you think that the Comets should continue doing this as they close in the lead, or do you think that they should back off a little bit?
You know, I think the press definitely is needed. I think with how close you are, only down by 6 points at the moment.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if it's not broken, they'll fix it, right?
Exactly, but I think that the press is needed in order to kind of close that gap, as it has been working for the Comets fairly well, been able to get a lot of steals and
Mitchell
that they want and score off these opportunities.
Down to Smith. Smith in the corner. And that's going to be a timeout, forces them to take a timeout.
It's unfortunately going to get doubled there in the corner. You know, Comets, shortest lead we've seen yet from the Thunderhawks. And, I mean, their points right now are strictly coming from that foul line. You know, Comets really key thing to focus on is just their fouls at the moment, because with only 4:37 left on the clock, you still got a fair amount of time. But you know, in order to really bring this game home, definitely gonna have to watch those fouls a lot closer.
And it's going to be the Thunderhawks ball out of bounds right here with 4:37 left on the clock in this fourth quarter. And the Comets getting Ben Golan back into the game. Playing very big right now with Hanley, Olam, and Golan all on the floor at the same time, trying just to bully down this smaller Lakota East lineup. And it's going to be a foul on Kirkland, I believe, which is going to send Trey Perry once more to the free throw line. And as you were saying before, the free throws have just been Lakota East practically only points this fourth quarter. The unforced errors are going to need to stop for the Comets if they want to win this game. As Maker comes in for Kirkland.
Maker's going to come back in for the Comets. Going to take Kirkland out after he picked up his second foul of the night. Comets only trail by 7.
Golan thought about it, takes it, drives it over Jackson, hits it, brings the Comets back within 5 again. Golan has been super huge for the Comets the second half after scoring 0, and Olam gets it back on the floor. Out to Manker, Manker to Golan. Golan thought about it, didn't shoot it, drives up again, doesn't hit it, but is going to get 2 free throws on the line right now. 52-47, Golan trying to bring it down to a one-possession game, and that just sounds crazy after the Thunderhawks have been up so much this entire game. The fact that Ben Golan could bring this to a one-possession game is huge right now. Hits the first one, and now both teams in the double bonus with over 10 fouls. Going to be a very long last 4 minutes if there's a lot of fouls to be had. Hits the second one, brings him down to 3 points.
I really do think at this point in the game, Will, because the Comets do have the momentum in their favor, only 3 points away from tying up this matchup. You know, I think it's who wants it more. Because of how close these teams are and how well they've been able to shut each other down offensively, to really just what they're willing to go after. Those loose balls, rebounds, definitely going to count. Got to watch those fouls because they're going to be crucial moving into the next couple minutes of this game. Only 3:42 left in the fourth quarter.
Yep, it is going to be a very gritty matchup as Jackson backs down Greer there, but Greer just gets it back after being on the floor. Pushes it up to DeBras. DeBras open three, elects not to take it. Out to Greer. Greer to Manker. Manker to DeBras again. Looking for Olam, does not have him down there. Trey Perry gets it back. He's pushing it up the floor. Gets fouled. And that's going to be another 2 free throws for Trey Perry. It feels like we have said this 10 times already this fourth quarter. Trey Perry at the line once again to try to make this a more than one possession game right now.
Exactly, Will. This entire game, I feel like it's just been from the line. I mean, it's just depended on it.
Yeah, and Trey Perry is one of those players that, you know, he hasn't been scoring, but he's been getting himself to the line right now, which late in the game you need from a leader like himself. Misses the second one. And the comments here, DeBras wide open, takes it, doesn't hit it. Mitchell to Perry, Perry to Mitchell again. Travel on Mitchell, and that is a very, very bad miscue by the Thunderhawks there.
Tough situation to put himself and his teammates in. Only 3 minutes left here. Comets only trail by 4, so definitely have a game on our hands and just really just trying to be incredibly competitive.
Oh, and then right back to him. DeBras gives it right back to Mitchell. Prairie up and gets the and one.
Looked like DeBras was trying to find Maker on the inside there. Just went a little bit too wide on that pass. You know, it's led into the turnover. Now, with potential to get an and one here from Perry.
And Perry is starting to get going in this fourth quarter, which is not a good sign for the Comets, with him being the 4th leading scorer in the GMC. Elite level basketball player. Just one free throw since he did make that 2, and he hits it, converting the 3-point play, putting the Comets deeper in a hole now with 7 points. 2:43 left in the game. Manker over to Hanley, Hanley to Golan. Golan finds Manker inside and he converts the layup. 5-point game now. Over to Mitchell, over to Powell. Powell pushing it up the floor. Is going to just back it out and try to slow us down. The crowd wants a foul on Powell on Hanley. Does not get it though. To Perry. Perry driving in. Gets it stolen by Golan. Golan pushing up the court right now. Just Mitchell, 1 man to beat. Hits the and one. Ben Golan making this. Well, what's the foul? It's a foul on Ben Golan. They're going to call it on Golan. The crowd is booing. They hate it.
It's incredibly unbelievable. How close this game was. Practically landed on top of him. Don't think he could have done much there to prevent that foul. You know.
For a second there, it felt like the momentum had just completely given this to the Comets and they were right back into it, but no, the life just gets sucked out of them. And they force East to make another timeout here. 2 minutes left in the game. The Comets down 5. Savannah, what do you think that the Comets have to do here to get themselves back into the game after a reverse call like that just sucks the life out of you, like that call with Ben Golan?
You know, I think that you can't really put a lot onto the refs here right now. I think the players need to focus on just really trying to do what they can not to foul and really just being incredibly smart here on offense, looking for their teammates, only taking the shots they know have a higher chance of going in. You want those layups through the lane. You want to work your offense and try to get what you have. You still have 2 minutes. You have enough time to try to work through your offense and get the shot you want and not force those threes.
And Ben Golden was taken off the floor for a second. There was in foul trouble, but he's coming back on the court here.
You know, it's going to be Lakota East ball coming out here, and the Comets just need a stop.
Safety. We do appreciate your cooperation.
Jackson inbounding, can't find anyone. That's going to be a 5-second violation. The Comets ball. Wow. Does not get it in time, and that's going to be a huge miscue out of the timeout too. And there's a little scuffle going. No, there's not. Ref just going and split him up there a little bit. Running 4 on the bottom, gets it to Golan. Olam posting up, doesn't find him. DeBras for 3. Doesn't hit it. Olam, that's going to be a push on Olam. And that's going to be 2 more free throws for the Thunderhawks. Or no.
Like that's foul.
No, it's going to
on Powell. That's going to be his 4th of the night. 1:59 left in this 4th quarter.
And Olam here trying to make it a 1-possession game. Hits the first. 2 minutes left in this game. Every single point you can score here matters. They need this from Olam, their senior leader. What? What happened? I think it might have been a lane violation. Out of bounds on Mitchell. The Comets get the ball right back.
Goodness gracious, that looked like he was pushed out of bounds. Comets student section is just out of their mind. Blackwell being led by Nate Kelly right now, really trying to give the Comets some much needed hype to go into the rest of this 4th quarter. 1:57 left on the clock, but it feels like it's been a lifetime in the past 10 seconds, Will.
Foul on Trey Perry on Jake Hanley, who has already hit 2 clutch free throws earlier in this game that they so desperately needed, as you can see now in this close game. Gonna put him back on the line for another 2 here. And I'm not sure what happened on that last free throw there with Olam. I think it might have been a lane violation, but they have the ball back and they're back on the free throw line. Hanley hits the first, makes it a 3-point game.
They have a 1-possession game here for the Comets. Only trail by 3. 1:55 left to go in the 4th quarter. Both teams in the double bonus. You know, every possession counts.
2-point game now, less than 2 minutes left. And they're going to check in Braden Greer for Ben Minker, trying to get some defensive stretch ability on that field, on that court. Over to Powell. Greer in his face. Powell breaks it well, though. They have the ball up the court right now. And Jake Hanley comes over to double him. He cannot get anything going. It's stolen by Golan. Stolen by Golan. He gets fouled. Golan's going to the line. 1:43 left in the game. Down by 2 points. Golan is going to the line to try to tie this game. And Powell is not happy. His teammate Mitchell is having to pull him back so he doesn't get a technical. Huge play there by the Comets. Can tie this game up.
The entire Comet student section is on their feet. What an unbelievable turnaround of events. An incredible shift in momentum here from the Comets.
And that brings us down to a 1-point game. We're going to see if Golan can finally tie the game here. And this will be the first time that they were even with them since the first quarter. He hits it. We are tied. Giving the ball to their best player right now, Perry. Passes it up to Smith. Smith back to Perry. Perry pushing it down the lane. Shoots it. Misses it. Rebounded by Olam. And the Comets have a chance to take the lead now.
Only 1:27 left here in the 4th quarter. Common's going to try to get a
Golan shoots the three. Barely misses it. Foul on Olam. That's going to send Trey Perry to the line.
It's going to be a... I think he's holding. Tough positioning there from that rebound for Olam. You know, now free throws are the game, Will.
They really are. 1:18 left in this game. Trey Perry at the line trying to put them up after tying it, and he does put them up by one. 57-56 in this game. Manker checks back in for a little more offense. The Comets, I feel, are going to get out of this and try to push the ball up. He hits a second one.
Thunderhawks just holding on to a 2-point lead.
Over to Manker. Manker weighing his options, gives it to Golan. Golan finds Hanley on the back cut, doesn't get it. Hanley turns the ball over to Mitchell. Mitchell is double down there. That's going to be a timeout before a foul or a jump ball occurred by the Thunderhawks. And so that's going to be Thunderhawks ball. 54 seconds left in this game. Thunderhawks up 58-56. And we are going to take a short break and get back to you in a second with the final minute of this game.
And we are back here into some fourth quarter action. Comms only trail by 2 after just an incredible play. Some incredible play we've seen here in the fourth quarter, getting the momentum shifted into their favor. Comets right now just need to stop.
Yeah, and this press has worked to wonders for them, bringing them back in the game after such a large deficit that they had in that first half. Trey Perry, though, has been the X factor in this fourth quarter for the Thunderbirds, as Powell gives it back to Perry. 40 seconds left. Finds Powell down low, and he gets fouled by Manker. And that is going to be a big foul, sending Powell to the line, trying to extend this game to a 2-possession game.
36.9 seconds left on the clock here in this game. Comets needed the foul there so they could try to give themselves a chance to score. So we'll see what they do with this possession.
Big free throws here from Powell. The Thunderbirds need it. He hits the first one, puts them with a 3-point lead. And this is the one that really matters now, trying to extend it to a 2-possession game. Misses it. Hanley with the rebound, and they have a chance to tie the game here again. DeBras in the corner to Golan. Golan thinks about it, doesn't take it. To Olam. Olam has a look, doesn't take it. Manker with it, shoots it, hits it! Tie game! Tie game! 20 seconds left. The Comets take a timeout. Or the Thunderbirds, there is a timeout taken, or 20 seconds left. Tie game here in Mason.
19.5 seconds, Will. 19.5. You have a tie game here after just some incredible momentum shifts we've seen here just into the fourth quarter. We've seen a completely new team out of the Comets during this second half. You know, fourth quarter really had just shown up. We have people doing push-ups in the the student section trying to get hype. Really just unbelievable. The energy right now. Nate Kelly doing more push-ups, trying to get the student section out. They're counting the push-ups. Guys on the bench are getting excited.
And what you cannot do here, though, if you are Mason, is you cannot foul. You cannot you cannot give them 2 free points or 2 free tries at a point that would give them the lead in this game. You just, Adam Tui here has to just draw up a great play, but the one thing that he has to tell his team is you cannot foul in this position.
You have to make might not have a choice here. Well, right now, as soon as coming out of this timeout, Thunderhawks have the ball. They need to get a stop any way they can to give themselves time to score, and they might have to end up fouling and just taking one for the team here just so they can try to give themselves enough time to potentially get a lead.
We're going to see what Tui has drawn up here. He's still electing to go with the press with the tied game. Finds Powell. Powell's going to go up the court. 2v1, loses the dribble a little bit there, but he gets it back. Gives it back. Perry. 12 seconds left. Finds Mitchell again. Mitchell to Perry. 7 seconds left in the game. To Smith. Getting the hole. 1 second left. He shoots it, and we are going to overtime here in Mason. Great defensive stop there by Mason. Not fouling, playing sound defense, and getting the turnover. And we will be back with you.
What a game so far, Will. During the entire fourth quarter, I saw a completely new team. Looks like we're putting 4 minutes on the clock here for, our first round of overtime after the end of regulation. Saw a completely new team there and had that steal from Jake Hanley. Wasn't enough time to capitalize on it. Tom's trying really hard, just do whatever they can not to foul. Gonna come back after this brief break before overtime starts with, gonna start with a tip again. Gonna have to finish strong here. Lakota East, one of the Comets' main rivals, basically being next door. Need a lot for GMC positioning here, and I know the Comets in the student section are excited to bring the energy for the rest of this matchup.
Yeah, and with all the ups and downs that the Comets have had this game, they are just very happy that it gets to come down to another 3 minutes of tied basketball. And the Comets here, they're going to get another chance here, which we would not have thought that they were at halftime with them having such a deficit there. But Adam Tui doing a great job of rounding his team together and just bringing them back in this game. 4 minutes on the clock, actually. That is my bad. And Golan's going to get the rebound here. The tip ball over to DeBras, to Olam. Olam with Trey Perry on him. Over to Golan. Golan to Menker. Olam pushing it down low, has 2 on him. Golan. Hanley. Menker. Menker getting it down low, out to DeBras. DeBras didn't have it there.
Comets look here, trying to wait on the shot they want. Golan trying to look for Olam. They're not going to be able to find him.
Yeah, and a little bit of a miscue there, but not that late in the fourth. You don't want to have turnovers, but you rather have it now than in 3 minutes and there's 20 seconds left in the game. But DeBras gets it back. Out to Golan. Golan driving in. Takes the lead for the Comets. 61-59.
The biggest thing for the Comets here is going to be...
And he gets it back! Olam! Almost converts the end. One gets fouled. He's going to have 2 free throws right there. 3 minutes left in this game. Comets up 2. Wow.
The biggest thing for the Comets to focus on right now is just their mentality. You got to be locked in. You can't let that outside pressure and you can't let the fact that you're in the lead affect the way you play the rest of the game. You have 3 minutes left to finish in the rest of overtime. Those 3 minutes, anything could happen, as we saw with the last 3 minutes of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and we were saying this early in the second half that this game was going to come down to free throws, and oh boy, has it. Mason converting free throws from Jake Hanley and Ben Golan in the end of that fourth quarter were clutch in getting them to this overtime. But they are still in the double-double, or the double bonus right now. So that foul is going to send Jackson right back to the line.
Comets do a 3-point lead. Did send Jackson to the line. Jackson's not exactly a person you want on the line. Not going to be able to finish on that free throw, but he averages 79.3% from the line and has been having to show up quite a bit this game, as Perry hasn't played exactly the best game of his career tonight, at least from a points perspective. From a points perspective.
And Jackson misses them both. Comets keep their 3-point lead as Jack Olam takes up the ball here with 3 minutes left in the game. The Comets now trying to get their lead into 2 possessions. DeBlas thinks about it, doesn't take it, gives it to Greer. Greer to Olam. And how this has come full. So as Manker takes the 3. Doesn't hit it. DeBlas with the offensive rebound, though. Second chance. Maker putting a move. Gives it to Golan. And the momentum, or the pace of the game has just completely flipped as Golan gets fouled there. Now you can see Mason actually trying to slow the game down.
It's going to be Powell's 5th foul of the night. Going to have to bring in Ty Simmers to make up, and gonna have to see how this Lakota East team is gonna function without the strength that Powell has given them throughout the entire night. Been fairly consistent on the boards, been fairly consistent point-wise, and it's just been a strong leader on the court. Simmers only a junior.
And Golan pushes this game to a 4-point lead, giving them a multiple possession lead as Perry takes it up, gets doubled in the corner, almost fouled there by Manker, gets it into Mitchell, and that's going to be out on Mitchell. Comets ball again, 2:18 left in the game, 4-point lead for them. And this has just been an incredible game by the Comets, battling back. It has been just fantastic game to watch. DeBras breaking the man press right now, does that nicely. And like I was saying before, the pace of the game has just completely flipped. The Comets now slowing it down and taking their time, as opposed to what the Lakota East Thunderhawks were doing just a couple of minutes ago when they were up. And Golan driving in, nothing there. Manker out at the 3-point line, passes it back to DeBras to Olam.
Comets right now really trying to take some of that time off the clock. Only 1:35 left in overtime. Waiting for a good shot, if they can take a last shot, and just trying to get as much time off the clock as they can, so that even if the Thunderhawks get the ball, they're not going to have a lot of options.
Yeah, and you can see them trying to pressure here to get something going, because they're just wasting so much time. They wasted almost a minute already on this possession. And you can hear the crowd really getting into it now. They're not going to take a shot if they don't have to. The Thunderhawks need to do something here. We're down to the final minute of this game. And he fouls him. DeBlas at the line for 2 now. Comets up 4, 59 seconds left in this game.
Matt DeBras, not a person you want on the line from the Comets if you're Lakota East Thunderhawks. You know, one of the best shooters on the team.
Yeah, we saw him
averaging about 10 points per game. You know, second leading scorer for the Comets aside from Golan.
He hits it there to put the Comets lead up to 5, and we saw him hit those 2 3-pointers earlier in the game, and he is a shooter. And you can see the Comets getting in Greer here, most likely for free throw capabilities, with them being up by 5 with less than a minute. DeBras here trying to push it to 6 points, and he does. And he got boxed out very hard right there. Perry pushing up the ball, trying to take this himself. Pass it, and it gets stolen. And he fouls Olam. He fouls Olam. That's going to put Olam on the line. 51 seconds left in the game.
51.8 seconds left here on the clock. Comets have the biggest lead right now that they've had all night. 6-point lead. Just an incredible performance we've seen so far, and it has come down to these foul shots.
Yeah, it really has, and Mason has been able to convert on them very well tonight. Olam doesn't hit it there, but yeah, you are very right. It has come down to that, especially with both teams being in the double bonus for such a long time. Gets the second one to go, though. Pushes the lead to 7 points now. Mitchell pushing it up the court to Smith. Smith to Perry. Hits the layup. Takes the lead down to 5 points now. Final 44 seconds left in this game.
Comets just trying to do whatever they can defensively not to foul. Do not want to send the Thunderhawks to the line. We'll be back after a short break. Comets lead 66-61 in overtime. Welcome back here into this overtime action. 44.2 seconds left on the clock. Comets lead 66-61. Both teams in the double bonus. It's going to be Comet possession coming out of that timeout after it's taken by the Thunderhawks.
Gives it to DeBoss, and they found DeBoss right away again. DeBoss is going to go back to the line after hitting those free throws earlier. And that is going to be Perry's 5th foul. He is out of the game now. Not a good sign for the Thunderbirds, losing Powell and Perry 2 fouls already. With 43 seconds left in the game, though, it's just a matter of these foul shots, which we have been saying for the entire second half was most likely going to come down to.
Matt DeBross gonna sink the first one. Comets have a 6-point lead now. 43.1 seconds left on the clock.
Now this game is not over, though. This game is not over by any means. It's very unlikely. But if you go down here and hit 2 quick threes, like we're gonna see if he tries to do here, and he hits it! He hits it! 4-point game, 36 seconds.
Just an incredible back and forth. Gotta appreciate the competition the Comets have had tonight, and especially just how this game is gonna pan out.
Yeah, and with 2 of their starters out though now, Perry and Powell, gonna be a very big battle for the Thunderhawks to get themselves back into this game.
Exactly, Will. Exactly. You know, Comets right now, big focus, maintaining their 4-point lead. That's number 1. The ways they can do that, they need to get a stop here defensively, but they need to do it so without fouling. They don't want to send someone from Lakota East to the line right now. Got to be extremely careful with that. The other way to do it, they got to try to get some more time off the clock like they were doing, maybe 30 seconds ago. Try and get as much time off the clock as they can. If they need to, getting the last shot and making sure that if anyone has the ball, it's them.
Yep. And just 36 seconds left in the game here. Comets ball taking it out of bounds. And you can see here they're just getting their shooters in the game, trying to, the Thunderbirds that is, getting their shooters in the game, trying to just, maximize the points that they can get if they do get the ball back.
Pretty hard here right now. Comets trying to get it in. Gonna get fouled. 32.8 seconds left on the clock here. Comets have a 4-point lead. Gonna send Jake Hanley to the line.
And Jake Hanley has already hit a few very big free throws in this game, so we're going to see if he can replicate that here, putting them up hopefully by 6.
At this point, the Thunderhawks are doing whatever they can to try to give themselves time to score. Hanley's going to sink that first one.
And the Comets' free throw their free throws this game have just been tremendous. It's what's gotten them back in this game, and it's what's kept them in this game and kept them with the lead. As Hanley misses it there.
Especially during overtime, that 3-point game has been just incredibly.
And he just has to shoot it. Almost hits it back to, and that's gonna send him to the line. Ty Simers, after hitting that 3-pointer, coming down the floor right there to draw it within 4, he's gonna try to bring this game within one possession. Actually, it will be a 3-point game.
Smyers,
as Matt DeBross fouls out there with his 5th foul.
Smyers having to step up for his team after Powell fouled out. 21.5 seconds left on the clock.
Hits both of them. Now the Comets, they're gonna get fouled, but they're gonna have to make at least one of these free throws, or else Lakota East only needs a 3 to tie this game back up. They need to try to get the ball to their best free throw shooter, Jack Olam. It's going to be a push on
Jack Olam.
On Jack Olam, a push in the back of.
Currently a 1-possession game, 21 seconds left on the clock. Anything can happen.
But is it? I believe it's the Thunderball, I believe, yeah. The refs are reviewing the situation here, talking to each other, trying to get the call right. Very important call this late in the game. 21 seconds left. Comets up 69-66.
Their determination could mean a whole lot for the rest of this game.
And they're putting Elijah Perry back into the game for Jackson. Finds Mitchell there for the 3. Doesn't go. Gets it back. We are at a 1-score game, right at 1-point game. They fell right away. 11.7 seconds left in the game. And even if Manker hits both of these,
it's still a 1-possession game.
It's still a 1-possession game.
11.7 seconds on the clock. Just been a battle tonight. Back and forth from both teams the entire game, especially throughout the second half and now in overtime. Comets still have 2 timeouts left, so Tui has some options.
And Manker misses the first one, meaning that he needs to hit this to push it to a 2-point game, or if the Thunder score, they will win. Manker needs to come up clutch here. Misses the second one. Bowling gets it back. He hits the layup. Pushes the Comets lead to 3.
Still a 1-possession
6
game.
seconds left in the game. And he's fouled. He's fouled. Blaze Wyland is fouled and going to the line with only 2 seconds left in the game. You have to think he was just going to try to hit one and then miss one and hope that they get the ball back and can hit a free throw. This will take a very great miss. If he even hits the first one. Very great miss, though, if he...
it's an incredibly smart foul to take there from Greer.
He misses the first one, so now what he should do most likely is try to miss it and get them to the three-point line. It's a very tough shot, though, trying to miss the rim.
2.4 seconds left in overtime. Gonna miss that one. Lakota East will have it.
And it's no good. The Comets are gonna win 71-68.
What a tremendous game, Will. That foul by Braden Greer, incredibly well timed and placed. Just unbelievable performance that we've seen tonight. That entire fourth quarter, we saw a new team from the Comets go into overtime. Just a battle, back and forth, fighting for everything that they've got. And, I was saying earlier that it just came down to who wanted it more because of how close this game was. I said that as they went into overtime. We saw that here in overtime. Comets had a renewed energy, came back, and just secured that win for themselves.
And I'm just very impressed by this team. Keeping their determination being down that much, even in the second half, right? Just having that determination to come back and just keep the hammer on, keep that press going, and just keep them on their toes. And it's a great win by the Comets. You have to. If you're Adam too, you have to take away from this game being very, very happy with your team.
Exactly, Will. Exactly. We're gonna finish tonight 71-68 as our final score after completing overtime. I've been Savannah Libby.